blood chapter, I struggled to kind of understand the plasma of the blood, and just because there's so much of it, and yeah, because there's so much of it. So I found a really good chart, table 21.1 in the anatomy book, 5th edition, and so this is the composition of the blood plasma, not all of the blood, just the blood plasma. So water consists of 92% of, or the plasma consists 92% of water, 7% of actual plasma proteins, which is albumin and globulins, fibrinogen and regulatory proteins, we'll get into that later, and other solutes like electrolytes, nutrients, respiratory gases, and wastes. So water acts as the solvent in which formed elements, solutes, and wastes are suspended in and carried in, and albumin, which is 58% of the plasma proteins, so 58% of that 7% of which makes up the plasma. Albumin regulates water movement between the blood and the interstitial fluid, and so it's kind of like it controls the osmosis in the blood, and it transports some fatty acids and hormones. Globulins, so there's two types of globulins. There's the alpha globulins, which is the smaller, which transport lipids and some metal ions, which I think those metal ions are iron, and I can't remember the other one, iron and something. And the beta globulins, which is the second kind, and excuse me, there's three kinds. There's alpha globulins, beta globulins, and gamma globulins, excuse me. And beta globulins transport iron ions and lipids into the bloodstream, and gamma globulins are antibodies that immobilize pathogens, so they're pathogen fighting antibodies. Gamma globulins are obviously going to be what fight off diseases and sicknesses and kind of just help with that. Okay, and then you have your fibrinogen, which is 4% of your plasma proteins. So your fibrinogen sends longer fibrous cells, I think, which help to clot your blood. Here on this table it just says helps with blood clotting. Regulatory proteins, which is 1% of your plasma proteins, consists of enzymes, proenzymes, and your hormones that your bloodstream sends out to your muscles and throughout your body and your organs. And so your other solutes like electrolytes, nutrients, respiratory gases, and wastes, electrolytes are going to help establish and maintain membrane potentials, maintain pH balance, and regulate osmosis. So I think, if I'm right, electrolytes are a lot like the albumin, just kind of helps with that osmosis and regulate the pH levels and keep everything good. Your nutrients like your amino acids, glucose, cholesterol, vitamins, and fatty acids are all going to be obviously like your energy source that your body's going to use. Your respiratory gases, obviously oxygen and carbon dioxide. Wastes, breakdown products of metabolism like lactic acid, creatine, urea, bilirubin, and ammonia. Waste products are transported to the liver and kidneys where they can be removed from the blood. And that's it for my blood chapter.